Alright, this is my 2016 Nissan Titan XD with the Cummins diesel. I've had this vehicle about a month. Bought it with about 3,100 miles on it. The general manager was driving it. It's been a great truck. Had some issues as expected with the first gen diesel. I've only had two problems with it. For the most part, it's been good. Gas mileage is decent, better than my 15 Titan that I had. It does have remote start. This is a SL, so you get the leather, locking tailgate, lighted step rails, 4x4. I've added the guards on the windows. They're from AVS. Got them on sale. They were cheap. I've also added this. It's called an Aero Skin. Had one on my other truck and like them. Does a pretty good job at protecting it from chips and stuff. Got front parking sensors, LED headlights, daytime running lights. Other than that, it's a nice truck. I've enjoyed it so far. Other than the two issues I had. The first issue, I was getting a warning on the four-wheel drive, and they ended up having to replace the transfer case. Apparently there was a bad batch of them. And then the other issue I had was the transmission shifting rough. It was just a software update, and it's been much better. But this is the truck. It's pretty dirty. Haven't washed it pretty much since I bought it. We've had some crappy weather. Does good in the snow and on ice. It's got some general grabber tires that are pretty decent for stock, in my opinion. Not the greatest. There's better. I'd go ahead and start it up for you. It's got remote start. I think I mentioned that. That runs real well. We'll go ahead and jump in it and take it for a spin, and I'll show you some stuff inside. On this one, this is an SL. Like I said, it's got the leather. It's got heated seats, Rockford Fosgate stereo, which is real nice. It's got auto headlights, fog lights. That little button on the bottom left there is to adjust the headlights for when you're towing. So if you have weight pushing down on the rear, and obviously your front naturally points farther up, it allows you to adjust the lights down so you're not blinding people. It's got memory seats, shifts on the column there. It's got manual on a tow mode, traction control, four-wheel drive, push button starts all over here. The center, as well as brake controller. It's got parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, auto climate. Again, here's their stereo. I got Sirius on this. You got your map. It's got some apps. It's pretty neat. Does a lot of stuff. Also, that Nissan Connect services here allows you to use your cell phone and send some stuff over to it. Destinations, places you want to go. Also allows you to do some remote start functions and unlock the car, lock it, start it with your cell phone using the app, which is pretty nice. I use it at work because I work in the basement in the data center. It's nice to be able to start my truck, and when I get out there, it's been running for a few minutes. It's ready to go. But that's been really nice. It's pretty quiet in here with the engine running. As you can tell, probably don't hear much noise from the engine. I got about a little over 4,000 miles now on this, as you can see. It's the cluster. It's got a couple different options you have available. Tells you your degrees of all the different components. auxiliary gauges. The top one's for the exhaust, middle one's for the transmission temp, bottom one's your turbo pressure. You got your oil temp, and battery. Diff level. I haven't had to put any diff in this yet. I put about 900 miles on it so far, and I've only used about a third of the diff so far. I bought some recently that was on sale, and I got it in the garage. This is one of your screens that tell you about your 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel. This is a trip. I just filled up today, so it's been resetted recently. Averaging about, like I said, gas mileage is pretty decent. This is what I've been getting in the city. On the highway, if you keep it about 65, 70 with cruise control, you let it do its thing, you can get up to 22. Like I said, it all depends on hills and stuff. Then you got your compass, radio. There's your driving aids. It tells you what you have activated. Tire pressures when you're driving. The tire pressures on this, I believe the front is supposed to be at 70 and the rear is supposed to be at 65. It may be the other way around. It's kind of odd. You got no warnings. This is where all your settings are. You can change stuff. It has a maintenance. Tells you how many miles till the oil change needs to be done. On these, every 10,000 miles you do the oil and fuel filters. Every 20,000 miles you do the transmission fluid. According to my service manager at my dealership, he said if you do a lot of towing, it's recommended to do it every 20,000 miles. If you don't do a lot of towing, you can probably wait till about 30. I haven't done any towing yet with this. I will be doing a little bit of towing this summer. I got some people to move, so I'll be hauling a trailer. So we'll see what happens then. But let's go ahead and let's get this thing on the road and check back with you here in a minute. Here we're back again. So here we are. We're out on one of our little roads here, back road, headed towards the country. Doing about 40 right now. As you can tell, I don't know how well this quality of the video is going to turn out, but hopefully it's decent. Let me turn the air off here. You can tell there's not much engine noise. Maybe different on the camera, but from what I can hear, it's pretty quiet. The ride on this thing is really nice. It actually rides better than what I would expect out of a heavier duty truck, honestly. And from what I've heard from some of my friends that have ridden in it, most of my friends have Chevys or Fords. One of my buddies has got one of those Eco Diesel 1500 Rams, and they all think this ride's better compared to theirs. I think if there's a little bit of weight in the bed, it'd probably ride a lot much better, or compared to what it does now. Some of the things I forgot to mention earlier when I was showing you guys the inside, it does have a backup camera, which is standard on pretty much every vehicle now, since the federal government stepped in and has mandated one of that as a mandatory option on all vehicles now, since people are running over kids backing up, not paying attention. So that's a mandatory option again. Also, I forgot to mention the backup sensors are pretty decent. The front parking sensors, I believe they kick on automatically or start sensing when you're doing 5 miles an hour. They seem to do a pretty good job as far as distance. But hopefully when we get up here, there'll be a stop sign after we go over this hill, and we should be able to get her up to speed a little bit. I'll do a 0 to 60 after I make the turn. It's about almost 4 o'clock here in the Midwest. Roads are somewhat slick depending on how you drive. So here we go. We'll go ahead and make our left. Traction control kicked on a little bit there. And we went 60 already. I have noticed this thing loves to be beat on. It likes you to put the pedal all the way down and open her up real good. Engine braking on this thing is amazing. I like it. Some people probably would prefer not to have as much engine braking that it does, but it's something I like. I'm really interested to get some towing done on it, see how well it helps braking. I'm going to be, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to help some people move. Should be towing probably around 5,000 pounds. I'm going to get a little 6x12 enclosed trailer and help a friend move from 2 hours away and tow them. We'll be towing for about 2 hours. I'm curious the gas mileage I get to. From what I read on the internet, most people get between 10 and 15 miles a gallon towing, which is pretty good. I know on my 15 Titan that I had, I would get less than 10 on a good day towing. If you were lucky, you'd get 10 miles a gallon out of it. When I was unloaded and just driving around town to and from work, I would get about 13 out of it. That's part of the reason I decided to change and get an XD with the diesels, is hoping to get better gas mileage. And I have, for the most part, as I showed you, at 17.4 miles a gallon, which is a huge improvement. I know a lot of people say, well, it evens out because you pay more for diesel. Well, here where I live, we pay about 20 cents more a gallon for diesel. I filled up this morning, I had a half tank. It cost me about 35 bucks to fill up completely. That's about what I was spending on regular gas. So really it hasn't changed much. I go about a half tank a week. So it's not bad. So right now we're out here on one of these back country roads, doing about 55. We got a little roundabout coming up here. We'll go around, we'll head back the way we came. So right now I'm still averaging about 17.4. This is my first video. Sorry about any quality issues. I'm gonna work on getting those worked out here as we go. I will have more videos coming. Not sure what on. If there's anything you want to see, feel free to comment down below and ask questions and let me know what you think, or if there's something you want to know more about or you want a video on, feel free to ask and I'll be more than happy to put one together. Originally I was waiting to do this video when it was clean, so I haven't really had a chance to wash it. And as you can tell, our roads aren't the greatest right now. They're covered in sand and salt from our storm we had over the last weekend. So it's been good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you need anything or have any questions, feel free to ask below. Subscribe for more videos and Give this video a like if you would for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.